Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. Photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud. I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, man. Big up yourself, man. Big up everyone inside. Appreciate you. Bro, it's crazy, man. We just got little news that's come out this morning about Ornstein. He just broke it all down. I wasn't even going to come on this early, bro. I thought, you know what? Let me just come on for the guys and let you lot know what's going on. You get me? So we're going to get straight into it, man. Ornstein's come out and said loads, man. Loads. Some stuff, man, don't like. Some stuff is where it is. But we'll get straight into it, man. Andy Mitten said some stuff as well. Andy Mitten as well. He's talking about Sancho leaving. Jadon Sancho is also set to leave. Several clubs are seriously interested in the England international. And he had a video call with Roma officials recently. So what? The Roma thing's still on then? I thought that Roma thing was all done. The way they were saying it was like it was finished. There was nothing going on with this Roma thing. It was all done. He doesn't want to go there. That's it. See what I'm trying to say? Like, it's gone mental. So Roma's still about, because Andy Mitten, he's plugged in with the club. He more puts out what the club want him to put out. Do you get it? So he don't come out and say all the things and most of the times, because he's like a mouthpiece for the club. So yeah, he's talking about Roma still on. So boy, that's good to see, innit? Because I thought no one was actually in with him no more. We've got this about Rasmus Højlund that's come out from Fabrizio. And he's just saying it's at the last stages. You know, he repeats himself 100 times. So it's at the late stages. Here we go, should be today. Where he's been bigging this up, the here we go should 100% be today at least. So we'll see. But Napoli are confident to get Rasmus Højlund deal done very soon. That talks are final stages. Loan with buy option clause to become mandatory for fee close to 45 million package. Contract until June 30th for Rasmus, waiting on terms agreement with Man United. See, he's already done his thing. Remember, I showed you that yesterday. He's already agreed terms with Napoli. He's ready to make the move. And it's all about just them agreeing a fee within each other. So that's the stuff about him this morning that came out an hour ago. We've got this about Anthony. This is from Andy Mitten as well. Anthony is expected to leave. Betis want to sign him again. Anthony's happy to return. Negotiations have taken place most recently on Monday, with the two clubs differing widely in their valuations. Betis keep asking to loan and not buy Anthony, and United have said no multiple times to this. United want to sell on for the player who was one of the stars of La Liga last term. So listen, we've had so much different people coming for Anthony, but Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, Como. This geezer keeps saying no. I just want to go back to Betis. Saudi Arabia's coming for him as well. He's still saying the same thing. He just wants to go back to Betis. So he's killing himself. And all they keep saying is, we want a loan. We only can afford a loan. I don't know what's going on with Anthony, man. I don't know if it's going to happen in the end, but it was said to be advanced the other day. Now we're just hearing that they're wild apart. Look, the valuations of the two clubs are still widely in their so I don't know, man. Like I said, this is Andy Mitten. Andy Mitten's a mouthpiece for United. So he puts out what United want him to put out. You know what I'm trying to say? So, boy, we'll see what happens, man. But that's the stuff of Anthony anyway that's come out today. And then we got, obviously, this is Andy Mitten's article. This is where majority of the anti-Mitten stuff is, etc. But let's get into Ornstein, man. Ornstein's come out, and then he said this is the bomber. Kobe Mainoo is open to leaving Manchester United. Ruben Amorim seems to prefer other midfielders, and the Mainoo has entered the final 24 months of his Old Trafford contract. The issue is where Mainoo goes, as there do not appear to be many options ahead of the market closing. He's open to leaving, but mate, he's not going to leave. Let me tell you that for free, man. Mainoo ain't going nowhere, bro. You understand? He's probably open to leaving. Like, you know what? I'll go somewhere on loan or something, try getting the England team, etc. But come on. I can't see him just going out there, putting a transfer request, or even anyone coming to pay what we're going to want for him. We all want the top dollar for Mainoo. Let's be real here. So I don't think there's anything in that, man. I think it's just like he's open. He will leave if he has to, but I can't see him leaving. I'll be real with you, man. Like Mainoo's He's a Manchester United boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? But Ornstein said it, so obviously he's definitely open. Before we had talks about what's his name? Alex Crook and all of that coming out and saying I didn't really believe them. But Ornstein, he's the GOAT. Let's be real. If he's saying that he's open, then he's open. I'll be real. Let me get a few of these messages and we'll get into it. United signed the midfielder, not guaranteed. Adam Wharton Hoyland, I admired. Yeah. But no interest advance, 100%. That's what I saw. That's what I put in. That's why I put Wharton. But he's admired. So you just never know. And Ben Jacobs said he's a dream target as well. So I don't know. Seems like something could happen. But it's not advanced at the moment, 100%. Big up this channel, smash the likes, guys. I'm not sure we'll sign the CM or not. Yeah. Big up yourself, Abdullah, man. I don't know if we're going to sign a CM either, man. I just think he needs to give out. He needs to be a bit more fair, though. What's his name? Amrin. He needs to be a bit more fair and put my man, what's he called? Give everyone an opportunity. Mainoo, give him an opportunity, bro. Bruno had a stinker. Give Mainoo an opportunity. Give out opportunities, bro. You never know. We had a one game where Mainoo and Ugarte played together. Was it against West Ham or something? And it was good. Come on, bro, man. Just be a bit fair, you know what I'm saying? But midfielders, we don't know. I think if we get all the sales in, we should sign someone. But if we don't get all the sales in, it might be a bit peak. Because I think the believer money's there. We're not signing a midfielder, which will have Ruben Sack. Very good with his system. Hi, Mitch. Yeah, big up yourself, Mbwana, man. Big up. Hope everyone is good. Big up yourself. Good morning, Metro community. Big up yourself, Man United. Bumo, RWB, Bruno, 10, drop Ahmad, and play Mainoo and Ugarte in midfield. That's what I was just talking about. They had a good game together once. If Mainoo leaves, there will be riots. 100%. 100% he can't leave. I don't think he'll leave. First, someone sit Casemiro, unlike the team, and create space for the midfield spot. Yeah, it's crazy, though. He didn't really like Casemiro at first, and now he's just gone mad. You know what I'm saying? Now Casemiro is just in the squad now, fully. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's crazy, bro. Like, you never rated him at first. He wasn't good for his system, but now Casemiro starts every game. So it's crazy, bro. Where's this guy? Yeah. So cool, man. We're, welcome to my block list, Romano. 100%. Garnacho to Chelsea said, yeah, that's spooky. Because look, now it's coming out. We got reports on Garnacho coming out and saying, yeah, that basically, let me show you lot, because you know what I do in the metric community. We show you lot everything. So cool. Garnacho, the reports are coming out saying they've got to sell first now, apparently. Look at this. Look at this. Ornstein's come out and said, look, it is expected that Garnacho will go to Chelsea despite 2 bids rejected. 2 rejected bids. I told you lot, bro. If I say something in my title, my thumbnail, it's in there, bro. 2 rejected bids. Talks are continuing with the anticipation that a deal will get done, possibly even on deadline day. Chelsea are keen on a winger, but his arrival will depend on outgoings. Depend on outgoings, bro. And if we go and see the boy, what's his name? Fabrizio. Look at what he's been saying about Garnacho. Look at what he's been saying. He didn't say that about outgoings. What's this? Where is what he said? Because he's been talking smack. Look at this. Garnacho will 100% join Chelsea. But if they've had 2 bids rejected, how is it 100%? How is it 100% he will join Chelsea if they've had 2 bids rejected and they have to sell first? How does that make any sense? So he's confident for some reason, but Ornstein is saying, bro, they've got to sell first, mate. So I don't know, bro. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't know, but I've never seen Ornstein, Fabrizio this confident a man will join and we haven't even agreed a fee yet. This is not Hoyland stuff, you know, where they've agreed personal terms and they're close to agreeing a fee's final stages. We're not even at the final stages, bro. We haven't even agreed a fee, nothing. They've had 2 bids rejected and the man is saying Garnacho will 100% join Chelsea. But they have to sell first. How does this make... I don't know, man. But this is what Fabrizio said about him. This is the last he said. So I'm with you, Charlie, with that one. I get why you would say he's on the block list. But he's putting his neck on the line for this anyway. He said, I maintain my position from July that he's going to join Chelsea and he's still maintaining his position. So he's putting his neck on this, innit? He knows he's going to look like a massive fraud if he doesn't go through. So we'll see what happens with this one. But he's put his neck on the line to say Yep, it's going to happen. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's what he said yesterday, what I just showed you. Look, this is what he said before. Look at this one. Look at this. Look at the middle article. I've told you since July, my feeling is Garnacho will join, will go to Chelsea. This will be a here we go. And I maintain my position. I've never seen him talk like that in my life. I've never seen him that confident. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Drawing against Fulham is not the worst since Arsenal drew to them last season. Arsenal drew and lost to them. The problem is Bruno being given a free pass for shit. Yeah, Arsenal drew to Fulham and lost to them. Fulham should have beat. Fulham beat Chelsea. They should have beat City. They drew with City twice. I think they should have beat them both times. But man, I'm even like Fulham are scrubs. Someone came in yesterday saying Fulham is bread and butter. We should be beating them easy. What? We've never beat them easy. The main problem is position of the system changing. Suit players 3-4-3 can turn into a 4-3-3. But the keys of this force things. If Garnacho's fees reject to keep your player, let Chelsea fans look at them. Look at this though, Wiz. Look, this Chelsea fan. They got Wiz. Garnacho will 100% join Chelsea, mate. So Fabrizio's telling you that one thing, but Ornstein's telling us that he's got to be sold first. You've got to sell some players. So I don't know, man. And look, for the Donnarumma people, I don't really rate Donnarumma, but look, this is for the Donnarumma people anyway. It's a myth. He's going to Manchester City, but after that Trafford thing as well, forget about it, mate. But yeah, this is what Ornstein is saying about him. He's saying that his arrival depends on outgoings. But to be honest with you, yeah, this is exactly the same thing that was being said about us, though. You see, when we was having Mbumos and that, oh, they're focusing on Mbumo, then they need a striker. Then they need to sell. This is what was going on. The same thing. This is what Ornstein was saying, all of them. Oh, we need to make financials. We need to make some sales, blah, blah, blah. The right package. So they all say this, mate. Who knows? Who knows, mate? Who knows? Kobe, 100% not leaving. He will play 111. Yeah, 100%. And Kobe one is so mad, yeah, that even that the fact that these are coming on, it's just like leaning so bad on Amrin. You get it? All these reports coming out about Kobe is just making everyone turn on, a lot of people turn on Amrin now because they're saying, oh, you're not playing him. You're going to make our academy graduate leave, blah, blah, blah. And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think about it, the manager just wants to win games. He's playing who he wants to play. But I do understand, though, he is moving a bit mad with the Bruno stuff, saying Bruno and Mainoo is mad. And you're not even benching, like, you need to bench Bruno next game then or something, or give Mainoo a bit, like 30 minutes at least. You're not even giving him 6 minutes a game. He hasn't even played this season at all. Man ain't even getting 6 minutes, bro. Look at what that Rio kid got yesterday, the 16-year-old, bro. Man got 7. He came on the 88th minute, and then obviously it was 11 minutes at the time, and then he scored, but he could have had like 3-4 minutes that game. Come on, man. Dowman, them men are getting 5-10 minutes, bro. Obviously, they were 5-0 up and whatnot, but still. Casemiro just shoots the ball anytime it comes to him. We keep losing commission. You got to remember, Casemiro and Bruno both kind of do that. That's why it's peak. They both kind of like try and do that wonder pass straight away. Casemiro does the round the corner pass. Bruno's more effective in it. He was more chance create, but it's not really like, you're not really possession. It's more counter-attacky. That's why I say our team is very counter-attacked off. We're better off counter-attack. That's why we play better against the big teams and not the small ones, because we counter-attack the big teams. So Arsenal will look amazing. When we play Man City, we'll probably look amazing. Do you understand? Chelsea will probably look amazing. But when we play Fulham, this is what I always said to you. Fulham's, Brentford's, Brighton's, Bournemouth's, that's the teams I'm scared of. I'm not scared of the big teams. We'll probably play Chelsea next. Look at this geezer. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this geezer. Chelsea never bid. Look what's in front of you right now. Time. Man's called Time. Despite 2 rejected bids. What does that say? What's that then? Ornstein's lying, yeah? What did that say, big man? Man said Chelsea never bid. Fake news. Why would Ornstein lie about that? Despite 2 rejected bids, talks are continuing. So it's not done. You're still going to get Garnacho if you're a Chelsea fan. Don't worry. But don't sit here and say, I don't do the thumbnail stuff, bro. I don't do the lies in the title. If I pull it in the title, it's in there, bro. Yeah? Chelsea bidded. It is expected Garnacho will go to Chelsea despite 2 rejected bids. Talks are continuing with the anticipation that a deal will get done, possibly even on deadline day. Chelsea are keen on the winger, but his arrival will depend on outgoings and club-to-club negotiations settling on the right financial package. So they've already bidded twice. We've said no, and then now they're saying, you know what, let's go and sell some players to get maybe more money or something, and then we'll think. But don't sit there and this is the Metric community, bro. I don't know who you are. Love for being on the show and subscribing, but big man, don't come here talking about fake news, bro. I don't do fake news. Yeah, we don't do that over it. Bruno can switch with Cunha and Mainoo playing midfield. Have Xerxes and Sesko start in front. Ruben is Amran stubborn. Yeah, I didn't really rate the Sesko thing not starting. I just feel like sorry. I feel like Mount fits his system like a glove. He fits his system so good that he can't bench him. He doesn't want to drop Mboum on Cunha, and he don't want to bench Mount. So me personally, I think that's a healthy headache to have. Have all of them in the 10 positions and they're fighting for their positions. Like I said, when I was at Old Trafford and we were playing Arsenal and they got to about the 65th, 70th minute and Ahmad came on for Dalot, the whole stadium was on their feet. Yes, we've got an option now that can score, someone different. Have that with Mount and Mbeumo and Cunha, bro. Have Mount coming off the bench or Mbeumo coming off the bench, whatever way you want to do it. And just have Sesko or Xerxes as the striker, bruv. Play your people in their positions, man. I don't know why we're doing this false nine thing every minute. It's not really making no sense. Not making no sense. Chelsea are struggling with Jackson and Cuckoo, also Sterling. No, but Jackson and Cuckoo are linked with Villa. I think Villa wants one of them, Nkuku or something. And Bayern want Nkuku. I think Villa want Jackson. I think Fabrizio said that. So I don't know. Garnacho is a bum, but he doesn't know what he wants. Young bloody who thinks he's Ronaldo. Yeah, he's a young boy. He's a young Ronaldo. That's who he thinks he is. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with this Garnacho stuff, man. It's peak, bro. We'll see. But I think it's going to happen. But because Fabrizio can't sit there and say, yo, 100%, blah, blah. You can't say that, bro. His life's on the line. Salvio, big up yourself, bro. It's a big pizza there, big man. Big up yourself, Savio. Chelsea's focusing on selling players at the moment. So you've come in and said, fake news. Chelsea never bid for Garnacho. Chelsea is focusing on selling players, which is all in front of you in one article. How can you miss the first bit of the article but only talk about the second? This geezer's tapped. He's coming in and said the first bit is untrue, but the second bit is true. Is the guy right or not? Is he fake? Is Ornstein a liar or not? What are you talking about, bro? The truth is that the manager don't prefer to play beautiful football with the likes of Mainoo and Xerxes, but prefers runners like Ugarte. Like Ugarte don't really start though. I hear what you're saying though. Amrin will destroy Man United with this system of his. We have to go strong on Wednesday. Sesko to start. You reckon, Mustafa? I reckon. Nah, man. I think we have to switch it up. And you got to remember, when we wanted to go strong last year in Carabao Cup, when we played Tottenham, we played a B team. Remember, we didn't play Ahmad and all of them players. We brought them on and then we brought the game back. You're not forgetting. We played Bayern there. They scored a corner against him. That was one of the first games of the season he played. So he switches up his thing. That's the thing about Amrin. He'll switch up his team when it comes to cup competitions. Ten Hag used to go strong for everything. Literally. I remember we played Reading and we had our full 11, bro. And Ericsson got injured by, what's his name? Andy Carroll. You get it? So yeah, it's not no. I think he will do a little switch up still. Garnacho's going to Chelsea. I want 40 match. I want 45 minimum. I want 45 minimum. That's what I want. I'll take a few more of these comments and I'll get into the next news. Don't worry, guys. I've got you lot. Ornstein's come out and said loads. Alarm bells will ring if we lose or draw to Burnley. I expect us to have 4 points after the first 6 games. Yeah. Oh, you expected us. We have to beat Burnley, man. That's going to be pressure on us now, man. Charlie said we're losing to Grimsby. It's dark for us. Yeah, if we lose to Grimsby, mate, it's long. It's long. They're gonna say don't even come back to Manchester, bro. How can you depend on Ugarte, Mason, Matt, Casemiro? I mean, the system needs fresh. But match today, you seem sad. I'm not sad. It's just like it is what it is, isn't it? It's just like it's news that's come out. 1 minute we get news that's positive, and then it's just news like. Nothing really new. Mainoo might leave. You know what I'm saying? Garnacho was still waiting, but he's had 2 bids rejected. There's nothing on this thing. Look at my title. There's nothing there that's positive. You get it? the bid's been rejected. You know what I'm saying? If it was like accepted, it'll be different. Garnacho, Sancho, Anthony, we're going to the under-21s. We're not being held hostage. We're playing. Yeah. They need to get their playing. I'll show you some stuff about Anthony as well in a second. If we lose to Grimsby, we need to close the shop. I disagree with Mech. Play Mainoo and Bruno together and check the results. So maybe we have Cunha and Bruno to switch. But I think Mainoo, he doesn't want to play him as a DM because of the tackling. That's not Mainoo's thing, tackling and getting stuck in. So he said Mainoo and Bruno fight for the position of the 8, going forward and back. And he needs a tackler in there, Casemiro or Ugarte, someone that's going to win the ball back. So that's why I would never even put Mainoo and Bruno together, because I just think he wouldn't let it happen. Do you know what I'm saying? And they will play in 2022 on PS5. Save. Yeah, Dallo, man. He was in fault for that goal, man. We need our Dalman, JJ Gabriel. He's right there, man. Yeah, I see him. He's building up his thing. He's 14, building up his thing. We'll see if we'll give him some time, though. The slow one, the curious. Amran doesn't do well under pressure. His team at Sporting won, not because of his system, but because he had best players in the league. Sporting won the league after he was gone. We need fast and furious getting Kone. Ain't Kone injured? Chelsea just be waffling. Bruno, Adam News, Neil confident of Grimsby game. I'm going to leave it right here. Cool. Honestly, Bruno brings him even in Portugal. So I'm going to show you a lot more about what Ornstein's come out and said about the situation. Look at this. Hold on. So look, this is the Chelsea stuff that we just seen. Then he talks about the midfielders. Listen, he says, United signing a midfielder is not guaranteed. Adam Wharton and Hoyman are admired, but no interest in advance. And the reason why I'm preying the Adam Wharton thing, yeah, and I'm saying that, okay, look, bomb is because we had the boy, Ben Jacobs, come out not too long ago, and he spoke about Adam Wharton as well. So this is another person saying it. So he's saying that the interest is admired, but no interest is advanced. And then he came out and said this. Look at the middle article, guys. This is look, on the 21st of August. So 4 or 5 days ago, when he said, Wharton is a dream target for United. However, Eze's departure may mean the door might be shut for Wharton. It's true, there's an appreciation there for Hoyman, but they haven't made a bid yet. So them two names are flying about, Hoyman and Wharton. Ben Jacobs, David Ornstein. Two reliable sources saying the same two names. Yeah, they are admired. So if we get a few sells in, what happens then? You know what I'm trying to say to you? If they're admired so much, Wharton's right there. They want the Prem proven type of thing. They might just turn around and say, you know what, let's go for Wharton. Let's just do a mad bid for him quickly, get someone in now, especially if it's getting left by the time that, look, remember, next Monday is when the transfer window closes. We got Burnley and Grimsby by then, bro. If we're getting split apart by Grimsby in the middle, or Burnley is split in the middle of our, bro, we have to do something, bro. The whole world can see we need a midfielder. It's so evident to see. So that's the situation with Wharton and Hoyman. Do you understand? And they said a midfielder is not guaranteed. That's what I think it's down to sales. I think if we sell some players, then obviously we can go out there and get a midfielder. Do you understand? I think the Belieber money is put aside for next season when Casemiro goes. Now we've raised some money and we'll get someone cheap. Collier's gone. We've got a spot in midfield. Get some freedom fighters gone. And then we can go out there and do something. That's what I think. But I don't know. But like I said, he is a dream target. So we'll see what happens, man. That was 4 or 5 days ago. Ben Jacobs said this. He's a dream target. And their Gumi stuff, he said nothing ain't even happening for that. And you got to remember, all their Gumi stuff was Spanish people talking about it. That was Spanish sources. That was nothing to do. That was no one reliable that came out and said anything about the Gumi stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with there anyway. That's the Wharton stuff. This is how much every Premier League club has received and spent so far. And obviously it says Everton informed of West Ham's desire to keep Thomas Souček. Man United bracing themselves for a final busy week. We're gonna have loads of outgoings. Hopefully we got some incomings as well, though, man. Look how much money we've received, guys. Look at that. Look at everyone. Look, Fulham and us are the only two teams to not have sold anyone. Literally. Look how much money Chelsea has received and spent. They're the best. Chelsea are the best at selling, bro. It's just known. It's a known fact. Look at them. They've literally nearly received back the money that they've spent. this season already. And majority of that money is probably from Arsenal, bruv. It's crazy. But this is what we're dealing with, bruv. Fulham haven't received anything and they've barely spent anything. Crystal Palace have received 60 million for Eze and they've spent 2 million. Villa have received 47.4. Who's that for again? Who left Villa? Oh, Ramsey, innit? Ramsey, and then they've spent 31 on that Gussard guy. Brighton have received 104 million. Who's Brighton sold? The date as 25th of August, reported transfer fees only. Agent fees and transfer fees not included. Impact of sell-on clause. Oh, João Pedro. João Pedro's in there for Brighton. I don't know who else. But yeah, man, look at that, man. We need to start selling some players. So obviously, this week, with the freedom fighters, it should go bananas. It should. We should get some money back, surely. You know what I'm saying? But we can't be on zero, man. This is crazy. That is madness. So I'll say 45 minimum for Garnacho. We've got a basically 40 million obligation with Højlund. So that obviously that's going to count under the books for next season if it gets obligated. And then we've got Sancho, that's probably 10 million, let's say. But by the time he ends up going, Anthony might be a 25 obligation, who knows? And then who else is there that could go this season as well? Malacia, what's that, 3 million or something? Come on. So we could get a little 80 or something. We could. Garnacho's the main person, isn't it? Let's be real. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But that is poor, though. We should be selling more. Chelsea, they're just taking the piss, bro. Chelsea are just mocking it. Literally. They've only spent, 15 million of their own money. 14 million of their own money. Literally. 14 million pounds is all they've spent. So that's the transfer window anyway. Let's get into some more news. This is the deal sheet, more or less. Boom. All of it together. So it goes Mainoo open to leave Man United. Not many options available. Amran seems to like other centre mids, which is force Bruno there. And Bruno's been ineffective there, bro. No guarantee getting a midfielder this window. So it's not 100% we get one. It's how quick we sell, etc. as well. And then we've got Chelsea need a sell before completing Garnacho deal. So if they don't sell no one, what's going to happen? Because Fabrizio has sat there and told us time after time again, it's 100% going to happen. So what is going to happen then if they don't sell someone? Fabrizio's put his neck on the line. Man United insist on a permanent deal for Anthony because obviously the Betis are still trying to do what they're doing with this loan talk. Let me show you a lot more about it, etc. And then obviously this has come out yesterday as well, hour ago. Betis have made their final offer for Anthony. It is a loan. Manchester United must respond today. Bro, it's a straight loan. So if we turn around and say we don't want a straight loan still, what we've been saying the whole time, what happens then? What happens then? Does he not go nowhere? What happens with his World Cup? What's going to happen then? I thought you want to go to the World Cup, brother, because he's not made the team, you know. The Brazilian team's come out. He's not in it. Cunha and Casemiro are in it. You know that, in it. For the international break that's coming up, after Burnley, there's an international break. The Brazilian team has named their team, and Anthony is not in it. And obviously, his excuse is going to be, bro, you ain't been playing. How can I put you in the team? We've had other people playing and etc. So, bro, if he wants to mess up his team, he needs to carry on just playing this game with Betis, bro. That's what he needs to do. Hi to all, like and subscribe. Big up yourself, Cavani, man. Did what's sweet for the players. Neil leave him. 7-1 when Bruno was on the bench when he came on. That's from the other team. One. No Mbana. Dude, this is the Mainoo was only 20 years old. Like, we need to chill out about him. Yeah, 100. Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's going anyway. He's 20. His contract runs out in 2027. Like, bro, it's calm, bro. I don't think anything's going to happen with him. I think he's literally going to stay. And everyone it's just like he's not playing. So it's a story to talk about now. Because he's not playing. It's easy to just go out there and go mad and talk about it. Obviously, we got the highlight. Look at this. This is Mainoo, bro. Man United have a club option for an additional year on Kobe Mainoo's contract. His current deal runs out in 2027, and the club will extend that to 2028 if a deal cannot be agreed. We've got one option. We've got a 1-year extender on him. This is what we done with Mbeumo had. People were saying Mbeumo's got 1 year left. He didn't have 1 year left. He had a 1-year option to extend. So he's here to 2028 if we don't want him to go. People are moving like he's got 1 year left. And even the reports are saying he's in his last 48 months. What? When's man ever said that? His last 48 months. What are you talking about, bro? They just gas up anything. We had this yesterday about, no, I don't know how true it is, man. Team talk, they're like an aggregate. They come and they talk about other people's news. They never break no news themselves. They'll just talk about other people's news. And no, back to Inter Milan. Lamens is going a bit quiet, you know. This geezer, which he talks a lot of rubbish, by the way, was talking about a hijack potentially with Galatasaray, which I don't believe at all. So yeah, man, let's get back to the Ornstein stuff anyway, man. Like I said, I think Garnacho is going to end up going to Chelsea. That seems like it's dead on, but the Lamens stuff has calmed down though. We have to be a bit thoughtful with that though. That is calmed a bit down. That's crazy. What is happening with the Lamens stuff? Dalot came on for Ahmad against Fulham, for the Portuguese connection going to kill us. Yeah, but to be honest with you, of course we needed Ahmad on, and Ahmad will have a good goal, but Ahmad was having a stinker that game though. I'll be real. Ahmad was having a stinker, and Bumo was having a stinker. Bassi had their number. I have an idea. Mount can play as a CM because Mount is a CM mid. Switch with Mainoo. If Man United let Mainoo go, it won't be good for them. And I will want Mainoo at Chelsea. He's a talented player. I think you're not going to get Garnacho instead, though. I don't want the mighty Man United to play a back five against Grimsby Town. It's just not right to have so many defensive players on the pitch. Ain't the Man United way. Garnacho isn't the problem. Rasmus is the problem. They don't talk about Maguire, Shaw, Bruno. Oh, Garnacho is the problem. Rashi, they're holding places for the youth. Is fairness best. Last time I read, Bayern moved away from Nkuku, but Leipzig are trying to get him on loan or something. We need to try it. And Bumo on RWB, avoid Bruno. He loses the ball too easy. Metro, he's still hammering in. Yeah, bro. I don't come at this. I'm not reactionary over one game. I'm not going to come out and say hammering out because we played not all that against Fulham, but we played sick against Arsenal. So after Arsenal, we're going to get top four if we get Belieber. Amrin's cooking. We gave him time. And then we played rubbish against Fulham. I'm hammering out now. And then we go play good against Burnley and Man City. I'm hammering in. I don't do this, bro. I don't care about all of that. I'm just stable. If it gets too untenable where it's gone mad, like, bro, what is this guy doing? Like, it's too mad now. I understand he's got to bounce. And he knows that himself. We've all said that. By Christmas, he will know he's got a cut. People are too reactionary, bro. I'm not like that. Because last game, no one was talking about Amrin, bro. Everyone was saying we've lost, but bruv, be optimistic. You can see what we're doing. We're cooking. This team's going to be different. Everyone was excited. Man's talking about top 6, top 4. Now we're going to finish 15th again. We're one game, and we didn't even lose. We never even lost. And the whole fan base having a meltdown, and we didn't even lose. We had Fulham coming out here, Awobi and what's he called? Marco Silva coming out talking as if they beat us and they smashed us off the park from minute 1 to 90. Look at the way they're talking. We knew that they will be able to get him there midfield. Bro, you done it and you drew. Why are you not talking like you won? Like, I don't understand. I didn't even see much about Alex to get the player of the match. We knew how they defend. We knew how they would squeeze from the back five. And if you don't give bodies to squeeze from the back five, you can create superior. Man's laying out the whole tactics like it worked and they won. You got a point from it. You could have been 3-0 down in the first half. This is what I'm trying to say. They're coming out like they won. The whole fan base is moving like we lost. I get it. We should have won the game and the performance in the second half was shocking. So I don't understand. I get why everyone's pissed off. I get it. But man, to talk about hammering out and all of that is mental to me. I don't understand all that. Because one game you're saying he's the guy and yeah, it's good we gave him time. The next day, man saying, why is this, we're going to finish 15th. One day it's 6th, one day it's 15th. I mean, it's predictable. He'll play him right up front and he keeps balanced the midfield overload. Watch him. But 100%, man, when criticism is needed, you got to give it. He had a stinker, Amrin. Like, even the players playing that position, why is Sesko not starting? It's not Sesko. Why don't you play Xerxes? I didn't understand that, man. This Mount up top thing, I get it when it's just Hoyland as the attacker. I get it. But, bro, you're doing loads, man. I hope Bruno plays guarantee chaos and draw. Loss is hard to find. I want to win 80% of the game. I wanted to win 80%. That Bruno to stay, to feel it, bro. All them Bruno to Saudi stuff is not happening anyway. Hi, Metch and fans. Just stumbled into your channel. Big up yourself, man. Little pre-match. We're here every day, man. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. If you ain't hit the like button, make sure you hit it. We're always here for you, lot. 20 likes. What's going on? We got more people in the chat than the likes. Come on, my peoples, man. Start the day right. Positive. Bruno and Dallo Amrin girlfriend will get him sacked to play like them coolers. Have you seen Kobe's news? Yeah. I've got into the Kobe news already. I've showed you, look, Kobe Ornstein has said that Kobe Mainoo could leave. He's open to leaving. That doesn't really mean anything, bro. He's open to leaving, but that doesn't mean anything. I'll be real with you. That doesn't mean he's going to leave. Who's going to really come in and pay the money for him? And he's got a contract to 2028. So bro, that's not even news when you actually think about it. Ornstein's just coming out and saying he's open to leaving. Like, so he's basically saying, I would leave, like, if the opportunity comes. That's it. You could say that about every player. So what? If we go to Cunha or something, not Cunha because he just come, but all right, if you go to Ahmad, would you leave Man United? No. So would everyone write a story tomorrow and say, Ahmad is not open to leaving? It's just a question. It's just, would he leave or not? Yes, he would. Okay, let's put articles out now and say it. That's it. It's not even news. It's not even like he's in for another club or another club is talking to him. Nothing. It's just he's open to leaving. Wow. Does that mean he's going to leave? No. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So really, it's not even news, but it's just because we never won the game. If we won the game, this Kobe stuff wouldn't even come out. Because we ain't won the game. It feels like a loss. We kind of got battered up in the second half. All right, let's talk about Bruno, who had the stinker. Saudi, bring that back up. Kobe, he hasn't played. That's all it is, man. It's easy. Real Betis have renewed their in signing Ruben, who's open to return to Spain. Is that anything to do with the Anthony stuff, though? Does that mess up anything with Anthony? Bad body language, arms crossed, useless. So we are letting Lino leave, and we're not letting Mainoo leave, Baba. He's open to leaving. It's like Ornstein's just got the drop that he's open to leaving. That's it. He's open, and then he goes on to say, look, Ruben Amorim seems to prefer blah, blah, blah. The issue is, where does Mainoo go, as there do not appear to be many options ahead of the market? So how is that even a story when you think about it? He's just letting us know that he's got the scoop. So he spoke to someone that spoke to Mainoo that has said that he wouldn't mind leaving Man United if a club came in and they agreed terms, etc. Say a club came in and gave us 80 million and Man United accepted it, he would be open to leaving. That's it. Wow. You can ask all the players that then. Xerxes, if a club came in for you, would you be open? Yeah, I wouldn't mind to leave because I'm not playing at the moment. Now let's write a story about Xerxes. Xerxes open to leaving. Like, you can do that every single day if you're a journalist. Think about it. Every day. Wharton is a big no, it's not happening. Palace ain't letting him go this year. I saw that. That's what Ben Jacobs just said as well. And yeah, I don't think he'll let him go. It wouldn't surprise me if Kobe puts in a transfer because the lad just wants to play a game he loves. What's the point in players, getting players if the manager is unpickable? Mainoo needs to weigh it out. Amrin might not last the season, bro. Yeah, let's see, man. Let's see what happens. We sell Bruno and get Wharton. We sell Loan, Onana, Hoyland, Anthony, Sancho, Garner. We get Belieber. How hard is it? I think we got Belieber money, but we're just going to respect Brighton, man, and not go for him this season. That's what I think is going on. The problem is Amrin, he keeps treating Mainoo and Sesko like babies. They're not fit. Get ready, etc. Every interviews. No, he didn't say that Mainoo ain't fit. He's just saying that Mainoo is fighting with Bruno, which is mental. Because Bruno's your captain. You're always going to be chasing the game. So you're never going to take your captain off. He creates the most chances in the league. So you're always going to say, we need Bruno on the pitch. So how's Mainoo ever going to play then? Is it going to... Like, look at Leeds the other day. Like, that Dowman kid came on with 20 minutes because they were 5-0 up. If we are we going to be 5-0 up? And then you bring it... You know what I'm going to say to you? Like, is that what we need to get Mainoo on? We have to be 3-0 up or something and it's the 70th minute. Like, it's a bit mad. He has to start playing him, man. Sell Bruno to Saudi and buy Belieber. What do you think? We get Lamin today or tomorrow? The Lamin stuff's kind of calmed down. It was going crazy the other day. We thought, here we go, that same day. It was going crazy. And then all of a sudden, it just calmed down a little bit now. I don't know what's going on, man. We should get a here we go this week. It seemed like it was close, but maybe it's a couple million, it must be. Love the way you go deep and break things down, man. Come on, bro, man. This is the metric community. This is what we do, man. We speak together. We break everything down. Whatever you say, bro, I'll get into it. We'll go and find it, and I'll bring it to you, look, whatever. So come on, bro. I've heard from a different channel that Onana looks to want to leave. He's upset he did not get to play. How do they know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, see other channels, bro. They do this, bro. This is what they do. They do this. Look, let me show you that. They do this, and they just tell you whatever. Yeah, mate, Onana's going to leave. I'm telling you, I've heard, I've got it. They've got no links. They don't know. They're just saying it. It's like me coming in saying, Onana's going to leave. He's going to go to Real Betis. He's going to go back to Inter Milan. That's the talks right now. Onana to Inter Milan. So I reckon he's going to go back. Like, where is your sources, though? You're just saying it. Yeah, from a geezer, I can be saying that, and my source could be team talk. I can come in today and say, here we go, or Ahmad is going to leave. Bayern Munich won him. And then I'm talking about it for half an hour. You lot are thinking, what's he talking about? And then by the time half an hour is gone, I've told you the source, it's caught offside. And you're like, oh my God, you said all of that, and the source is rubbish. That's what a lot of them do. They just put the camera to their face like this. I'll rather sit down and say, blood, Real Betis are in for Anthony again. They want to loan him out. They want a loan. We want an obligation. Oh, how do you know that, Mitch? How do I know that? Bam. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? So I know what you're saying, man. But a lot of them, yeah, Charlie, they just say whatever, bro. They just say whatever. And it's easy to, like, you got to look at it now. Now that, I never used to think like this shit, but now because I get this news every day, it's in my head now. Like, it's so easy to come out a story every game. Like, after every game, like, look, you see, if you watch my vlog, you lot will see, yeah, like, Xerxes and Mainoo, at the end of the game, were standing in the middle of the pitch. They looked stressed, yeah? At the end of the game, they were standing there in the middle of the pitch, not doing nothing. Look, let me show you, lot, yeah? For like 8 minutes, because I was there. I was at Fulham, innit? So I was in the crowd. Look, they were standing there. Look at them. That's both of them, Xerxes and Mainoo. 8 minutes, they were just standing there. It got so bad that the Fulham guy, that guy in the white that's got the pole thing for the grass, he had to go up to them and say, yo, you got to go in. That's what was happening. So I could be a journalist, or me, I could come out here and say, yo, Xerxes wants to leave. I saw it in his face. I've been told yesterday that he was upset. Him and Mainoo had some words. They're both upset and they want to leave. And I've been told by a good source that Xerxes is considering leaving. And even if you look, you will see that him and Met, it's easy. Look at this. It's an easy story to make now. Mainoo's upset. Xerxes, they've been standing there for time. Look, a penny for the thoughts. Kobe Mainoo and Jesse Xerxes left on the bench for the second game in a row as he brings on a defender. They were standing there for ages. Ages, mate. This is what I'm saying. So it's easy to just say these things, man. Everyone can come out and just say whatever they want to say. So I don't know who that channel is, but a lot of these people, I don't listen to them no more, man, because they just put the camera to their face. They'll talk for half an hour. You'll think, what? Swear down. And then when they tell you the source at the end, caught offside. Or Seguiza in Spain for Harjed, you're like, bro, you being serious, bro? You know what I'm saying? So you sat down and said all that for half an hour for a source that isn't even reliable. Optimistic on signing him. Boom, 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 boom. Rasmus has said yes to, what's this? Gazzetta. So this is breaking news. It came out on 9:05. Rasmus has said yes to Napoli. Napoli and Man United reached an agreement yesterday on a 5 million loan deal plus a 40 million option to buy. This option could become a mandatory deal under uncertain and prohibitive conditions tied to appearance, goals, and above all. So he said this. They reached an agreement yesterday, but Fabrizio's woke up today and said they're still working on it. So I don't know, mate. I don't know. Some people are going to run with this and say agreement, it's done. I don't know. I don't know, because Fabrizio's woke up today and said something different. So if they said they reached an agreement yesterday, why is he saying it only now? You know what I'm trying to say to you? Yesterday. So let's see when this actually came out. So this is 10 hours ago. So did he say this last night? Where is this then? It hasn't even, I can't even see it on their page. I can't even see it, bro. I don't know where he's getting that from. But yeah, he's saying that he said yes, the agreement is reached yesterday. But then Fabrizio Romano's woke up today and said something completely different. He ain't said nothing about an agreement reached. Or maybe he saw that himself and thought, let me go and just say something on it type of thing. He said this 2 hours ago. He ain't said agreement reached. So Napoli are confident to get Rasmus Højlund deal done very soon as talks are at final stages. Blah, blah, blah. So obviously we know an agreement's coming and here we go, it's coming. But it's just not here yet, it seems like. But boy, maybe the agreement is done. Who knows? That's an Italian source. Bro, I won't believe it so badly. Kobe, the Mainoo. Rasmus, let's go tell me they're going to win the league again. I reckon our ex-players. Yeah. Rasmus, any of our players go out of to them different leagues, I reckon they'll do their thing. They'd go off for someone else now. Chelsea are still selling Garnacho. Will go Chelsea, even though I don't want him. I have to accept it. He's a talented player. Hopefully he proves me wrong. the defeat against Fulham was due to Dallo. We never lost. We never lost. We never got defeated, Prince. This is what I'm saying. We feel, which is good. It is kind of good that we're not winning games and we feel that we've lost. It is. It's a big team mentality. But bro, we're overdoing it. Like we lost and got battered. The way Fulham even came out after the game, you would think we lost. Look at that. He's taking pictures with a man in the match. Like they're all talking about the system. Yeah, we thought this. We knew we was gonna squeeze in and the middle, and they didn't win. You've done all of that and left with a point. It's crazy, bro. Indicator and Betis after. No. Yeah, I saw that. I put that in the thing there yesterday. Just wait until Batty comes to Old Trafford, hear what song the Stretford then sings about him. You're right, though. He had Ahmad in his pocket. Yeah, he had Ahmad and then Boom on his pocket. Like I said, I was there. I was like, bro, these men are not getting nothing. So if he took off Dallo for that, which is a bit defensive-minded, to be honest, but, bro, it's a right wing-back, bro, isn't it? We must beat Burnley. Have to. 100%. 100%. Are we? No, we're not. When I saw the league yesterday, we weren't above Newcastle though. Burnley got. I'm worried about Grimsby. To be honest, I figured out after 20 minutes they're overloading the midfield with their left back inverting in the midfield, just like Dallo used to do for Ten Hag. Oh, you figured that out, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, yeah. Because 15 minutes, we were playing good, man. We were playing very good for 15 minutes, and then it just went mad. But we could have been 3-0 up by half time. They could have had a 1-2 goals as well. Let me not say that it was just one way, you get me? But they could have had a 1-2 goals as well. But, mate, it is where it is, man. It is where it is. If we draw or lose the next 2 games, yeah, 100%, man. That goes without saying, innit? If we was to lose to Burnley, that would be mental. Like, come on. Crazy. Dallo, Casemiro should be sold. I think some of these journalists are fishing for trending stories. Bro, it's easy, bro. Like, look at what I just done, the example. Like, it's not hard. Especially if you are a journalist as well and you've got a few things right. So you've got the pedigree now. You've got the pedestal. You could just come out and say this. Like, it's so easy. That lot on the bench in the photo looks like naughty boys waiting outside their masters. I don't see them. But yeah, the Mainoo one, innit, here. I don't see both of them leaving. However, number needs to be... Yeah, man, the journalist thing is easy. Let me give you an example, yeah. I'll show you another example of what happened yesterday. It was, who said it again about Anthony? Look at this yesterday about Anthony. This is Anthony Real Betis. He won a loan deal. Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, look at this. Sky Sports came out and said this, yeah? Look at what happened yesterday. Let me show you like this, for example. Sky Sports came out and said this. Up until now, Betis have been unable to match United's preference for Anthony. They do not want another straight loan. They want a permanent element attached to any deal. So far, Betis have proposed creative loans. That came out, yeah? Sky Sports CF said that. And then look at this, bro. This geezer, I think he's a fraud. I'll be real with you, yeah? I think he's just good for leaks when it comes to the Premier League. Like, Premier League, I'm going to start doing this or blah, blah, blah. Look, like Ballon d'Or and stuff like that. Like, he will leak stuff like that. But when it comes to transfers, I think he doesn't know anything. Look at this geezer. He's come out and said the exact same thing 14 hours ago. But this is Sky Sports CF was the same. Look at what I just read for you. Anthony's pushing to leave Man United this summer as he looks for a fresh start away. We know that already. Real Betis are making efforts to secure another loan deal for a winger, having already shown interest in weeks. We know that already. They've been trying to get a loan deal, the whole thing. Man United, however, are currently focused on finding a permanent solution. Sky Sports CF just said that, and we already know that. That's why we haven't sanctioned the loan deal. As it stands, there's no openness from United to allowing Anthony to leave on loan to Betis without negotiations proving difficulties. With negotiations proving difficulties. What did he say there that was breaking news that we didn't know? That Sky Sports CF didn't even say. This is what I'm saying. It's just the same stuff all the time, bro. People just, it's easy to say it, man. Easy. It's easy news. How many to go? Everyone died. The Amrin thing's going bananas. The man that were not ratings Amrin today, but I tell you that for free. All this giving out about Mainoo, then Mainoo plays, makes a mistake, and they'll be calling for his head. Fans are ridiculous. Managers like Pep sold this because they're not afraid to sub off his name. Bro, Foden don't even start no more, bro. Foden don't even start. He barely gets a look in. You understand? But us, when we buy a player, where will Mainoo play? Where would this guy play? Bro, is where it is. Amrin is just thinking about saving his job right now. He won't develop the youth. The pressure is off him. Yeah, keep playing these trusted ones. Yours is raw and live match. I like it, that dude. Come on, bro, man. That's how we keep it. That's why I said we need a system, new system. We need a system which will balance everyone should play and have an impact on performance. Then putting Mainoo on bench who changes games breaks my heart. I would rather Mainoo come on than Ugarte. But then I get why he brings on Ugarte for the speed, the energy, for the midfield. But it's crazy, man. Should have moved to Saudi, Metro. We get him. I don't think we're going to get a midfielder, man. I don't know. I think if we make some sales, we will get a midfielder. We have to sell some players. That's the situation. And it seems that the bomb squad will leave, but it will see. If Sesko and Mainoo on bench. Let's just imagine Sesko or Mainoo don't play next game. Sesko should play next game, surely. You know what I'm saying? Start him against Grimsby. Heard I said yes to Napoli. Yeah, love for that. I just see that Man United reached an agreement. Yeah, Gazzetta. Love for that still. Appreciate that, Charlie. Uncertain, tied to appearance goals. Gazzetta. Love for that. Zeno makes you disappointed to not start and getting game time. That's what they were talking about. Exactly. So this is what I'm trying to say. So it's easy to start a story then, isn't it? If I'm looking at them and I'm saying, right, they're stressed. Why are they not going in there to be in the changing room with their friends, with their teammates? They're stressed out. I mean, system is not working. It needs to change formation. The players are not comfortable with the system. We'll get sacked if we can do this. But people keep talking about the system when we don't win. No one spoke about the system against Arsenal, even though we didn't win. But no one left that game talking about the system, bro. We was all saying it's positive. Let's keep going. We should score. We will win this game on another game. On another day, we win this game. Another day, we win this game. Arsenal were lucky. Everyone said that. No one spoke about the system. Now it gets a bit exposed because there's no midfielder. Everyone's saying it's the system now. See what I'm saying? Like, we were so reactionary. We don't even know what we're saying sometimes. Did anyone catch him and had any said every time for them? Yeah, I see him looking down. Razmez is most likely coming back to us next summer. You reckon? I think they will keep him, man. I think they'll actually keep him. I think they'll keep him. I think he's going to play a few games, score a few goals. He'll have fun over there. And remember, he came from the Italian league as well. I think they'll keep him. Tomorrow, Amman needs to take action. If he wants to keep his job, start Sesko. If we need more power, yeah. He'll probably start Bruno and probably put Mainoo in there as well somewhere. He could bring a new system and something similar but comfortable everyone else needs. Big up Metch, great content, my guy. Manza, big up yourself, man. Love, man. I mean, just remove all the players and start from scratch. Amman can really shut down all the Mainoo by playing my full 90 next game by dropping Bruno. Let's see if he does that. Exactly. He'll probably play Bruno as well. This is what I'm trying to say to you, though. He'll probably play Bruno and Mainoo. Like, Bruno in the 10 or something. He won't do. I don't think he would even drop Bruno for Grimsby. I wish Rasmus all the best, man. I haven't kept him for one more year. Compensating for Amman, one dead formation. A proper manager has more than one formation. He should start where Cunha plays. Man can play CM when he does substitution. Brad, we're just playing all our best position players. Even Bruno as our best player. Whoever, some people would say, he needs to play in the 10. We need to have him as depth in the 10. So if you got to drop Mbumo and bring him on, you do that, mate. But you playing him, I reckon all of this, the way he's playing everyone out of position, Bruno CM is not hitting, bro. It's not happening. That Bruno CM thing ain't working. So I don't even think that. Let me show you what indicator. This indicator guy, look, this is what he said about Anana. This is guy, man. Every day this guy has news about Manchester United, bro. Just been told Real Betis have made inquiries for Anana. Mate, Real Betis can just about, look, like my man saying, they can just about afford Anthony. How the hell are they going to afford Anana as well? It feels like a loss. I know, 100% it does feel like a loss, which is good. But we didn't lose at the end of the day. So we need another striker. What happens if Sesko gets injured? Nah, man, we've got players that can play up top, innit? We've got Xerxes as well. So this is what I'm saying. That's why you should be starting Sesko or Xerxes. What really pissed me off about Fulham was our players kissing and hugging in the tunnel. Big up to you, bro. Reading each comment. I see the hard work here. Come on, bro, man. This is the beginning. United are built for 4-3-3 or overloading midfielders, bypass midfield transition, efficient bait. Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. This is what I'm saying. We need some good news today, man. We're all in a bad mood right now, which is fine. But we need some good news today, bro. We got rejected bids for Garnacho. Everything's just left. My United fans, come on, guys. Success has a process. Remember the process with Arsenal for 2 years when they were rebuilding. And they still ain't won shit as well. You can buy whoever you like, but this formation system is crap. If not, Amran, then who? Mainoo hasn't become a bad player overnight. The disrespect of Mainoo is shocking. This one day for his playing with Bosch. Standard I've dropped praising the loss against Arsenal. No one ain't praising the loss, man. Everyone was. I'm just making an example that no one was sitting there and saying Amrin out after the Arsenal game. Now everyone's on to Amrin. You know what I'm saying? One game. You know what I'm saying to you? We all watched against Arsenal. Everyone left that game saying, blood, how did we not win that game, man? Joke thing. How did we not at least draw? We were saying, how did we not at least score 2 goals? How did we not at least beat them 2-1? Never mind losing. Never mind drawing. We've gone to the next game against Fulham. Should have been 3-0 up by half-time. It didn't happen. Second half was abysmal. Now it's all the system shit. Get Amrin out. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff's coming out about Kobe, Bruno, Saudi. It's just gone mad now. Out of nothing. So that's why I'm saying I'm not reactionary like that. Because you can't go from, we're going to finish top 6, top 4 if we get Belieber after the Arsenal game. That's what everyone was saying. We will finish top 6. Yeah? You can't go from that to now, oh, it's the formation, it's shit. We're going to finish 15th. Amrin's going to get sacked. Come on, bro. It's crazy, bro. Man are too reactionary, man. Too reactionary. Y'all are just reactionary. When we played Arsenal, everyone's praising this. This is what I'm saying. This is what I just said, Mike. Pick up yourself. Now that our midfield was exposed, the system doesn't work. Come on, man. Everyone was saying, no one said anything about the midfield. We were still talking about we need a midfielder. Let me not sit here and lie. Yeah, we need a midfielder. It's evident. We get a midfielder, we get top 4. You can see. We can see what Amrin is building. That's what everyone was saying. No one left the Arsenal game saying, oh, Amrin out. This ain't working. No one. None of us came in the chats and said that. We all was optimistic. Blood, we played good, man. How did we not win that game? We've gone to Fulham. We haven't even lost, by the way. But we had an abysmal second half and drew. Amrin out. This system ain't going to work. He's a dead manager. Every game. So if we go and smash Barnes Grimsby 4-0 and beat Burnley 8-0, Sesko gets a hat-trick, Cunha, everyone gets a goal. What's then? All right, we're cooking now. Mainoo comes off the bench and scores. What then? What are we going to start saying then in the chat? You know what I'm going to say to you? Come on, man. I mean, go to Man City, beat Man City. What then? All right, you know what? We're cooking. Is everyone going to start talking about Amrin's system then? This is what I'm saying. It's game by game, which makes sense, innit? I get it. We're all emotional, we're fans, but come on. Man expect me to be Amrin out because of one game that we didn't even lose. Don't forget, lads, 2 games in and we haven't scored a goal yet. Scary days ahead. We missed the penalty, big man. We missed the penalty. We had clear-cut chances. Arsenal game as well. Remember that. We did have some chances in the Arsenal game. Bro, it is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's not like we're not creating anything. We're having this lowest XG in the world. We're not creating energy. Couldn't hit the post. He had another chance. You know what I'm saying? Maguire's header. Like, there was stuff that could have happened. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's not the system. We missed the penalty. I'm not saying Amrin hasn't made questionable decisions, but we need to be patient and see within our 2. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. When criticism is needed, we give it. He has been abysmal. That last game, the subs he was making and not bringing on Mainoo for Bruno and stuff like that, at least give him a chance, was crazy. I will judge Amrin's system. Yeah, that's what I'm on as well. I think against the big teams, we're fine, bro. We've never, ever really got embarrassed against the big teams, apart from that Newcastle game when we lost 4-1 at Bayern was doing madness. We've never got embarrassed. We played Man City twice. We should have beat them twice. We beat them once. Chelsea, when we played them at Amrin at Stamford Bridge, it was a close game. We scored. Remember, 1 inch offside, Maguire. It's always been quick, close. Arsenal, every time we play them, we lead. Both times they've come to Old Trafford, we've left that same, how did we not win that game? Last time we played them, Raya was the man of the match. This time, who was the man of the match? Was it Raya again? Like, come on, bro. We should have won both times. Every time we play the Big 6, I ain't got no problems. It's calm. Liverpool, we should have beat them at Anfield last season. Maguire, last minute. Like, Big 6 is calm. Tottenham, they always get the narrow victory over us, 1-0. But, come on, man. I'm calm with the Big 6. The little ones that I'm scared of. The Fulham, the Burnleys, the Brentfords, the Bournemouths and that Semenyo and that on the counter. Bruno is being exposed for the number 10s. Isn't the proper number 10 so overrated? Apparently, according to Bruno, the ref disavowed his runner. 2 games in. Nah. Let me show you. He did say that, but then he said, it's my fault that I missed. So let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Bruno had a shit show. That ball was in Saudi, 100%. But he did say, yeah, the ref distracted me a bit, but it's my fault that I missed. It's not the ref. He did say that still. 2 games in and fans are moaning. It's crazy. Man was saying give it to December. Now it's now. 2 days in. Like and subscribe, people. Pure football talk, no other bullshit. Big up yourself, man, Baba, man. People do forget just how bad Mainoo was for us last season. He had 1 good pre-season game and the rest was subpar. Bruno can't Marco the ball defend one-on-one when I was seeing. We need to switch things. Ahmed as right wing back, really. This formation transition football BS. It's not sustainable. Let's grow the channel. Ahmed as a right wing back. He was beaten by 2 or 3 players. This shit team sets up for a draw at home. Suddenly sack our manager. It's crazy, man. Amrin press conference is what Iranian fans word for word. He said we will win more games if we had a midfielder with the legs to play. If that was Casemiro, why did we spend big on Mbeumo? I'm Amrin in until Christmas. Let me get a few of these last comments and I'll summarize what's happened. I said from day one, formation ain't working in Premier League. Managers adapt. This isn't the Portuguese Farmers League. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button, my peoples, man. We got more people in the chat than the likes. That don't make no sense. More people talking in the chat. Because obviously there's always going to be a little bit of people talking in the chat. Not everyone's going to talk in the chat. Then likes. Hit the like button, my peoples, man. Let's start off the day right. Thomas Frank has won 2 games with different formation ideas from Amrin's Trick Pony. Thomas Frank had a pre-season with his squad, though. You can't really compare the two. This is what I'm saying, man. We've got to be at least fair, man, Adrian. Thomas Frank got a job, had a pre-season with his team where he can give them his ideas and boom. My man didn't get that. He come in, come on, let's be real. And he had a transfer window straight away. He got in a Kudus. You know what I'm trying to say to you? He was able to do that, at least. So let's not do that. That's my point. We should have focused on midfielders, true match. We need to work on corners. Bro, see corners. We are appalling, man. I don't understand how it happens all the time. Like corners, we look like we're going to concede every corner. And we didn't even look that bad against Arsenal at corners. Then we looked at Fulham. It was mad. Every time they got it. Every single time. It should be priority number 1. Whoever rates Amrin's system as 0 ball knowledge, a 2-man midfield does not work. And not ever work in the Prem. What does Palace play? Don't Palace play a 2-man midfield? Do they not play 2-man midfield? Glasner. Yeah. Palace play a 2-man midfield, right? So what's happened with that then? How they won the FA Cup with that? I don't understand. Are you talking about winning the Premier League? Or are you talking about just in general in Prem? Because they play a 2-man midfield. They wasn't in relegation zone. They won the FA Cup. And a lot of people are saying, let's go get Glasner. You know what I'm going to think? Like, it's crazy, man. Going forward is great, but out of position, 5-2-3 is not a good formation. And that's fact. 100%. Like, see that position? That's why I say that formation as counter-attack is calm. Playing that and everyone's together. You got Casemiro and Bruno next to each other. Mbeumo and Cunha, they're defending all together, so it's not that bad. But when you're playing against the little teams, it is a bit spooky. You got to try to break them down and all that. It's crazy. But why are fans so negative today? I don't know. It's crazy, isn't it? It's madness. Suffering FC. Amrin speaks foolish and not good for Parag. Forgot to like. Just done it, Mitch. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. We've only got 30 likes. It's not making no sense. Been in the job longer. Unbelievable. Amrin also had a pre-season with his team and won 1 game with his squad and system. Yeah, this season. But how can you compare him with Frank then? Frank's just come in and had a pre-season. This is what I'm trying to say. Man, I'm talking about Amrin. He hasn't won since last season and all of that. Why are we talking about last season when Frank just came in, had a sign-in, had a pre-season, and then he's gone and played 2 games? United need to play 4-2-3-1. Lamens. We played 4-2-3-1 with Ten Hag, and we was 13th or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe talk about a manager we need to go and get that plays that. Don't just say play 4-2-3-1 like all of a sudden if we play 4-2-3-1 we win now, because we had Ten Hag and it didn't work out. So at least tell us a manager that you want that plays 4-2-3-1 and it could work. Don't just tell me 4-2-3-1, because that don't mean anything. Do you understand? Ragnick played that. Rude played that. Everyone's played that. Amrin had his head in hands every foot. Yeah, it's crazy. United before manager or player, I don't care who it is. Yes, yeah, same. I'm with you as well. I'm United all the way. Yes, Palace play a two-man midfield, but they ain't title contenders, bro. Okay, you're talking about winning the title. Yeah, but you're saying they don't work in the Premier League. That's what you said, though. You never said about titles, bro. You said they don't work. You said a two-man midfield does not work and will ever work in the Prem. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, FA Cup is still Prem teams, and they won something out of it. So I get what you're saying. You're talking about winning the Premier League now. But you said it don't work in the Prem. FA Cup is Prem teams, and they won it. So it works to a degree. You know what I'm trying to say? Why Dogo don't even play for Man United? He's the worst player I've ever seen. Who's your preferred manager? Amron Fells. Mine was Thomas Frank. See me, I don't even think that far, bro. I just go with what's going on now. I'm Man United. I just want United to win. I don't even think far, like, oh, let's go and get da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? But before Amron came in, because I didn't even think Amron was a possibility, I wanted Nagelsmann. That's who I wanted. But he was doing the German thing. He's trying to do the World Cup. So that was never going to happen. And then we went for Amron. Is where it is. Amron hates criticism. You could ask the players if they comfortably and change a bit. But the fear of coach being angry. Amron had a pre-season also. Yeah, this season. Man's talking about he's been poor since last season and comparing him with Frank. My thing is compare them the same now. Do you know what I'm going to say? Frank's won his 2 games now. He's got a signing in the pre-season. Yeah, Amron's come in. We played the first game well. Even though we lost, no one was talking about Amron. That's my thing. That's why I don't like the reactionary thing. Amron deserves all the criticism for Fulham, especially how the subs he made in the second half, it was trash. But let's not go out here and go off two games and be saying, no, he had a pre-season and we beat shit. We didn't play shit against Arsenal. We all know that. If we played the exact same against Fulham, we wouldn't be talking about Amron. We'd be saying, Brad, stay optimistic, man, etc. You know what I mean? Eric Ten Hag not doing very well in Bundesliga, but he's losing everyone. Everyone keeps leaving him. All these players want to leave. Hincapié and all of that. Let me show you what's going on anyway. The news, I've took a few of these comments. What's this now? Suchek. Hincapié said yes, and personal terms have been agreed. Long-term deal already. See what I'm saying? Look, this is another Ten Hag signing. Look, Ten Hag, he's plays for Leverkusen. He wants to leave, and he's going to Arsenal, mate. Centre-back. See what I'm saying? And we haven't got no centre-backs for him as well that he'll come and take. Lindelof and that are gone. But let me show you what the news has come out anyway. Like I said, Ornstein has come out today, this morning, and said a few things. And we've had some stuff about Andy Mitten as well. And this is the situation here. This is the Mainoo stuff that came out yesterday. We was told that they've reached a basic agreement with Højlund. Højlund's reached an agreement on a salary. That was yesterday. Fernandez, stuff about Saudis, not all that. And then let me show you today's news. He's come out. This is Andy Mitten. He spoke about Sancho and said that he's going to leave. He had a video call Roma recently. He said this today. I thought Roma was done with Sancho. But it's clear that they're not done with him and they're still in talks. Maybe Sancho's looking at it like, wait a minute, no one's coming in for me. Let me just use Roma as my backup. Indicator came out and said that Onana is Real Betis are looking at him now. They're inquiring. I don't know how true that is, but we'll see. Then we had this earlier from Rasmus Højlund. Napoli are confident to get Rasmus Højlund deal done very soon as talks are at final stages. So you know what's next, guys. It's like, here we go. That's got to be next. Loan with buy option clause to become mandatory for fee close to 45 million package contract until June the 30th for Rasmus. Waiting on exit terms agreement with Man United. And then we've got Anthony is expected to leave. Betis want to sign him again, and Anthony is happy to return. Negotiations have taken place, and most recently on Monday, with the two clubs differently widely in their valuation. So we're still kind of far apart. Betis keep asking for a loan and not buy Anthony. United have said no multiple times to this. United want to sell, and there's a demand for a player who was one of the stars in La Liga last term. There's a demand from him. A lot of clubs want him, and I showed you a lot about Anthony already. And was it Como was in for him? Atletico Madrid. Who else wanted Anthony? Bayer Leverkusen wanted him, but he keeps rejecting everyone for Real Betis. The man went on holiday in Real Betis one time and said, "Yep, I want to go back there and live there." That's what he said. He fell in love the moment he went there. Let me show you, Anthony. So he keeps rejecting. This came out ages ago. Let me show you. This is how you know he's so dedicated to Real Betis. So that's come out today. They're still not close to agreeing, but obviously it's the last week, so we're going to see something. But this is what came out. Look at this on the 5th of August. Anthony has rejected a move away from Manchester United for the third time this summer. Third time this summer. He's still holding out for Betis. Anthony has rejected offers from Saudi, Italy, and Germany. He's made it clear to Man United he only wants Real Betis. Anthony's in direct contact with Betis officials who are urging him to hold firm. Betis will wait until the end to push for another loan. No obligation. No obligation. You see that? No obligation. That's what they've been pushing the whole thing. That's the 5th of August this came out. And then it talks about their contract. Contract runs out next season. He'll be 26 by then. Anthony's contract runs out in 2027. He'll be 27 by then. Garnacho's contract runs out to 2028. He'll be 24. So we must get our 45 million for Garnacho, bro. Surely. Surely. World Cup next year, let them rot in the under 21. That's just his opinion. So that's the latest on Anthony. He's rejected everyone. He wants Betis. He's expected to leave. Betis want him, blah, blah, blah. So that's the situation with Anthony. We'll move on to the next person. We've got Rasmus. No, he's just talking about the thing. We've got Kobe. This is just that he's open to leaving. I don't think this is a story, mate. This is just basically he's got a drop that he's open to leaving. That's it. Wow. If no one comes in for you, you're not going nowhere. So you're just making Kobe seem a bit, you get it. He's entered the final 24 months of his Old Trafford contract. The issue is where Mainoo goes, as there do not appear to be many options ahead of his market closing. When do we ever talk about a man in his final 24 months? I've never heard that before, bro. We'll usually talk about someone in their final year. They've got a final 12 years, blah, 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 in their contract. So they've got to obviously sign something now or they're going to leave, etc. So when do we talk about that? Look what we got trending. Look at what's trending. Amrin out, sack. Ruben Amrin. It's trending. So a lot of you lot in the chat are getting what you lot want anyway. You get it because it's trending, bro. That's how big it is. But yeah, anyways, so Kobe is open to leaving Man United. We had that same. This is another geezer that spoke about. I think this is a Real Betis guy, someone in Spain anyway. Yeah, look, Sevilla. Real Betis isn't Sevilla, by the way. Sevilla. That's where Real Betis is. So that's the journalist from there saying that Real Betis have made their offer for Anthony. It's a loan. Man United must respond today. Today is the day for Anthony then. We'll see. You understand? Garnacho was expected to end at Chelsea. A couple bids have been rejected so far, but talks continue with anticipate. And I can never say this, anticipation that this materializes even on the deadline day. And then obviously he goes on to say about Garnacho that, look, Chelsea are keen on the winger, but his arrival will depend on outgoings and club-to-club negotiations settling on the right financial package. Yeah? So, boy, we'll see what happens, man. Apparently, they got to sell. So they're saying they got to sell to buy, but obviously, what's his name? Fabrizio Romano has been so evident that he's saying, look at the second article. I've told you since July, my feeling is Garnacho will go to Chelsea. This will be a here we go, and I maintain my position. So that's what Fabrizio said, and he means it. Alonso just came and used the system, the whole squad. Let me show you the latest on Lamens as well, because Lamens has gone quiet, man. It's spooky how quiet it's gone, bro. I hope nothing ain't gone left. This is the latest on Lamens. It seemed like it was proper imminent, bro. And then all of a sudden, it's just gone so quiet. I thought it was going to be a here we go on the same day as the Fulham game. I thought, yeah, bruv, you get it. It's going to be a here we go. But this is the latest on Lamens. This is the last thing that came out about Lamens. Look, I proceeded in the talks, blah, blah, blah. He missed the game, everything. So it was that close that he didn't even play the game. And then now we still ain't got a here we go. It's crazy, man. Do you understand? Yes, exactly. Rue played a 4-2-3-1. He was unbeaten in 4 games against Leicester twice. Chelsea 1-1. And who's the other game? Barnsley or something. Are you being serious, big man? 4-2-3-1. And he done that at Leicester. And how did that work out for him, mate? What are we doing here? Give me a manager. I hear you lot when you say, let's play a 4-2-3-1 instead. But give me a manager. Don't just say 4-2-3-1 because Eric Ten Hag did it and we was 12th. And he left. Then Rue done it and we played Leicester. Amrin beat Leicester twice. So what are we doing here? You know what I'm trying to say? What does that mean then? So the same stick you're trying to hit and say 4-2-3-1 worked. The 3-4-3 worked as well. We went to Leicester, Garnacho scored, Højlund scored after like 20 games, and is it Garnacho scored twice? I think I can't remember, but yeah, come on, man. What we Bruno scored that banger in the last minute. So I don't know what you're saying, bro. My preferred manager was Zidane. Yeah, Zidane ain't coming out though, man. My name is Diego Simeone. We need an extra man who can anticipate it. Yeah, we know we need that. That's what everyone wants. Believer. It's crazy. I will take Nagelsmann in a heartbeat. Mainoo news has rattled the fan base. Is a good kid, bro. The Mainoo news is just came out of nowhere, and Ornstein just come out and said he's open to leaving. That is not even news, bro. This is what I'm saying. Alonso has changed his formation. Actually, he's learning to adapt. Unlike Amarin, yeah, I hear what you're on. Simeone, for me, he would put fear going into players. Frank and Amarin, two different situations. Also, remember, Amarin came into a shit team and even a shit environment last season. Yesterday, Madrid played 4-4-2. They won, forcing things. Simeone is a great shout. One of the last few managers that uses 4-4-2. What Simeone is that? Simeone uses 4-4-2. Are you talking about the Inter Milan one? I swear he uses 3. Doesn't he do 3 at the back with 2 wing backs and Dumfries and that? He does 5-3-2, 3-5-2. I swear he does. He does 3-5-2. Simeone. Oh, you're talking about. I know you're talking about. My bad. I was talking about Inzaghi. I was talking about Inzaghi Simeone. You're talking about the one from Atletico Madrid, right? Yeah. I hear you. Might as well take some Leverkusen players who wants to leave. You have to change formation depending on the team you're playing. Will you let Onana leave on loan to Betis? Me? Would I let him leave? Of course. Get out of here. But to be honest, I would rather Onana stay than Bayern. If you had to pick out of them two, I would rather Onana stay than Bayern. So I would rather Bayern leave. But I don't think Onana will leave on loan anyway. I think we need money for him. If we need to let him go, get at least a 20 million for him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't think he will leave. We are not ready for the start of the preseason. We still need a goalkeeper midfielder. But we need to get Lamens in, man. This is the latest that happened, though. Like I said, he missed the game. He got left out of the game that last played. When you get left out of the game, it mostly means it's so close. So I don't know what's happened, man. People are missing the point. A proper manager gets the best out of what he's got. It's vital that the manager knows how to adapt. Pointless otherwise in the Premier League. You found the source of Onana. Yeah, indicator. Indicator, innit? Indicator saying that Onana might be going to Real Betis. But, bruv, I don't know, man. Indicator's coming up with loads of things, man. He said, remember what he said about Belieber? He said that we bidded 90 plus 20 million for Belieber and that they rejected it. Like, he's been saying loads this week, man. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Every day, he's got a new story about Man United. Bruno to Saudi. And everything he's saying, nothing ain't materializing. Do you get what I'm going to say to you? Obviously, he broke the Belieber news, but that was it. Since then, he's just been moving mad. So we'll see what happens with that, man. We'll see what happens. But the Lamens thing is scaring me, though, man. It's like, bruv, what's going on? I thought we was going to get a double. Here we go. We had the Højlund stuff going mad, Lamens stuff going mad. I went to the Fulham game. I'm like, bruv, I'm going to miss the here we go for at least one of them. And then since then, it's just calmed down, bro. It's really calmed down. And then look, Indicator's come out and said this. This is what Indicator. And Neil Candola said this about the Lamens stuff as well. He said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's definitely going to happen. I mean, can't adapt to anything apart from his sister. Also, I don't under 21s, 4-2-3-1, they get promoted to the first team. We play 3-4-3. If Amrin starts Bruno next match, I'm fine with it. Yeah, he has to stir a shaker. I think he will, though. I think he will. Because like I said, the one game when we played Carabao Cup and they played their strong team in Tottenham, what was that? Why is Amrin not playing a strong team? And he rotated. He played Bayern there. He played a few players. And then we had to bring on our good players like 60th minute, Ahmad and that. And then we brought it back to 3-2. And then they scored 4-2, the corner. Then we scored in the last minute and made it 4-3. Played formation, which comfortable with the players in the strip. Bruno's complete 10, not central infielder. Ahmad is a winger, not right wing back. We should sell our wingers. Ahmad gets sacked. We have no wingers for the new manager. We have to spend again. Bomb squad can't be integrated with the youngers. Have them train alone. Yeah, they won't be. Bruno this season having a low rating of assist. It's just started, bro. Oh, we'll have a low rating. Yeah, he probably will. He's playing the CM, innit? But that don't matter, man. Remember, you should just be part of the team, bro. As long as what you're doing is doing. Even if Cunha gets the ball and runs with the ball from one half to the other half, and then does a pass into Dorgu. Dorgu puts it in the box and Sesko scores, and he does that every game. Do you think we'll care if Cunha finishes with no assist? You know what I'm saying? If he just does what he does, no one ain't really gonna care, bro. You know what I'm trying to say to you? You won't take the loan for Anthony Desbetis. You have spent 50 million already. Yeah, they got 50 million as well. Imagine that, you know. Imagine Betis got 50 million for their sales, but I think they bought a few players, about 4 players or something. So they've spent their money on other places, but they're saying, you know what, we want you, but we don't want no obligation. They're taking the piss. Imagine saying that on a second loan. 1 year, if you do that, no problem. But the second year to come out and do that is crazy. Come on, man. It's crazy, bro. And we're standing firm, which is good. You should stand firm on these things. So yeah, that's the latest look. And that came out as well on the 24th, which was 2 days ago. Man United will announce Lamond signing imminently. Bro, we ain't seen nothing on this Lamond thing, man. It's looking scary, man. Lamond's wanted to play today, but they left him out because the club needs the money. Like, they don't want to jeopardize the move. So what are we talking about? Why is it not? It's Tuesday as well. Obviously, it's Tuesday, though, and yesterday was bank holiday. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's all going to kick off today or something. I don't know. We try and milk the Sol Kobe thing. I don't believe we sell him. Amrin has a big plan for him. We don't have any competent midfielder beside him. But Amrin needs to give him minutes. Apparently, he's not good. I've agreed the price, just the add-ons down. Oh, swear down, is that what's being said? The add-ons are taking that long, though. We was playing better under Rude. What happened with Rude, though? This is what I'm saying, man. Man's talking. Man goals are 4 games. So, what are we doing here, bro? Man's talking about Ruud van Nistelrooy that came in for 4 games, that played Leicester twice, who Amrin beat himself with the 3 at the back. Come on, bro. Give me a different example. You know what I'm going to say, big man? Please give me a different example, bro, because you can't go off Ruud, who drew 1-1 with Chelsea, and he won against Leicester twice, who Amrin beat as well. So that's what I'm saying. If you're going to talk about Amrin and Ruud or someone else, give a better example apart from Ruud, please, who's been sacked as well, by the way. Do you understand? Who broke the record in the Premier League for the most defeats in a row. 9 defeats in a row at home or something like that. He broke the record. So let's not do this, please. You can adapt. Yeah, I'm with you. If that's the situation, I'm with you, bro. I don't mind. Like if it gets untenable and we have to change a manager and we go for someone like Iriola, I get it. But I'm not reactionary that. Oh my God, we didn't even lose. This is how mad it's coming out of my mouth. We drew the game. The first game we played well, we was all optimistic going into the Fulham game. We played good in the first half. We should have been 3-0 up, but we didn't. And then we played shit. And the manager had a stinker in the second half. Now I want him out. But we drew. We didn't even lose. We want him out. I'm not doing that. That's not how I move. Do you know what I'm saying? But 100% I'm with you, though. We should adapt. He should be adapting, though. 100%. He's seeing them flood the midfield. All right, bro. Kobe, go in there. You be an extra body in the midfield or something. Just do something, bro. Like, man, man's playing Mount and Bruno in the CM. It's crazy, bro. Nah, he left 12th. I said Eric Ten Hag was 12th when he left. That's what happened. He finished 8th, but he left when he was 12th. That's what I'm saying to you. Mitch, you're not listening. It depends on the players with the formation. Maybe it can't work with those platters, but it can work with these players. That's where there's a transfer window. Oh, you're talking about... I don't understand. It depends on the players with the formation. Maybe it can't work with those players, but it can work with these players. That's where there's a transfer window. Yeah, 100%. Kobe just wants to play football, man. Bless him. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Today's negative, though. This is what I'm saying. We should have had at least Garnacho. We need a here we go or something, man. We need a here we go today. Yeah, and Zargi's, he plays for thing now, innit? Al Hilal. I was there when did they beat City? They beat City in the Club World Cup. So man, Mandalo and get Dumfries and he shoots the wing back row. No match, bring back Vitek. People are talking about this Vitek guy, man, but we just keep loaning him out. Why do we not rate him like that? I don't understand. Why don't we rate Vitek like that? Because we keep loaning him out. Every time I'm seeing Vitek, he's being loaned out. Oh, look at that. They've got their issues, man. My faith in Mainoo. Yeah, we keep loaning out this Vitek guy, bruv. And we gave my man a thing. So what's this now? Brighton have put a price on Belieber now. United stepped back from their pursuit of Belieber a fortnight ago, with Brighton reluctant to sell this summer and demanding a fee at the level of Moses Caicedo's 115 million switch. So you remember, you're selling someone if you've got a fee on them. You won't give someone a price if you're not selling them. Do you understand? So is what it came out. We bid 55 million on Collier for Belieber. That's what I heard. Yeah, I saw that, Lobby Whitwell, but that's not true. It can't be true. Do you know what I'm saying? Or we put that as a proposal, 55. I don't know. I saw something about that. Like it got put as a proposal for 55 million. And then obviously, but then we've had so much talks about Belieber. It's crazy. We had Indicator saying that 90 million bid or something like that. This geezer. This is the geezer that broke the news about Belieber, by the way, you know. That's the only reason that we even give him the time of day about Belieber. He came out and said, Belieber, we offered 90 million. Look at this. Where is it? This is Garnacho. I hope Tottenham are hoping Garnacho, blah, blah, blah. Chelsea. Where is the Belieber stuff? Look at this. This is what he said. And he's the guy that broke the news about Belieber. He broke the news about Belieber. And Ornstein gave him the flowers for breaking the news. And he says, imagine Man United submitted a 90 million plus 20 million add-ons bid, 110 million for Carlos Belieber. How can Brighton reject that? Sell Bruno to Saudi for 100 million and substitute for Belieber. Same with 3-4-3. Just because it works at Sporting doesn't mean it can work at Man United. Pep has used with different teams, but same tiki-taka football. I don't know why, but I feel like Bruno still goes. Don't want him to. I don't think he goes, man. I don't think Bruno goes. He would have went already. You got to remember, Bruno got that offer when everything was going wrong. We've lost the European final. We've just played a Hong Kong or one of them and lost. Like, there was nothing. We ain't made no signings yet. Nothing is promising. Bruno said, no, I want to stay at Man United. So you think now that we've signed all these players and they've got faith. Remember, they lose a game and they still think they're going to go better next game, you know. They're not meant to give up. Like, they're not going to say, all right, it's done for me now. Let me just leave. Do you know what I mean? He starts every game. He's close with the manager. They've got the Portuguese link up. He's the leader. He's the captain. I don't think he goes anywhere, man. In his head, I think he just stays. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe Bruno has got sold. Amrin came out yesterday and said Kobe's only competing with Bruno for a start. Exactly. Yeah. You're buying two midfielders. You reckon, Lucky? Lucky Napoli are going to win the league. Again, with what ex-players. One makes you wonder, doesn't it? Yeah, but because it's a slower league, though. We know that, though. You're going to like our ex-players. That's like McTominay could have been in the system as a 10. And it's a slower league, bro. Like, we know this, bro. Like, anyone that leaves us and goes to these leagues. So what are we saying? Anthony's world-class then? What they call him at Betis? He goes to Betis, he's smashing it. In La Liga, is slower. So what, is Anthony world-class? So we bring him and say, give him another chance. He's world-class. He's the guy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Draw game, people's brains gone mad. The comment was based on a system, not rude. What comment? What are you talking about? What comment did you say? The 4-2-3-1 thing. But more than anything, managers need time. Look at Fergie. Took 5 years to win a trophy and 7 years to win the league. If it was today, he would have had Fergie. Exactly. Fergie would have got sacked. 5 years to win a trophy and 7 years to win the league. This is, and you know what's crazy? You see this line here? This is what Arsenal fans say. They say, look at Fergie. He would have never. Arsenal fans are going off this because Arteta's in phase 7. Whatever. He's still trying to win the Prem. That's what they're saying. Look at Fergie, how long it took him. Do you think you will make a move for a midfielder? Nah, man. I'm not even seeing nothing about that. Brighton subbed him at half-time. So how far is it? The deal about Garnacho, is it finally done? Nah, let me show you what happened with Garnacho, yeah? So the Garnacho deal, Fabrizio keeps saying it's 100% going to get done. Oh, look at that. Look, we got a bomber right now. I wish he still played for us and was getting some money for it, man. Talks underway with his camp for former Man United defender, Lindelof. But yeah, you don't play for us no more, none of our business. But this is the stuff about Garnacho. Look, it's expected that Garnacho will go to Chelsea despite 2 rejected bids. So they rejected 2 bids in the past. Talks are ongoing. Chelsea are keen on the winger, but his arrival will depend on outgoings. They're trying to sell, what's that geezer called? They're trying to sell Nkunku and Jackson to open some space for him and Xavi Simons. So once that's happened, they will go for Garnacho. So that's the situation with Garnacho, basically. But what's his name? Fabrizio is saying 100% it'll be a here we go. Look at the second article. I've told you since July, my feeling is Garnacho will go to Chelsea. This will be a here we go, and I maintain my position. So that's the latest on Garnacho. Ineos' plan was to bring in proven players, not bring in proven manager first. Should have gone for Frank after Ten Hag, but Amram was hot prospect then. We need Pirlo, Carrick, Scholes like midfielders. My dream believer. Oh God, don't start us off again. Facts. No, thanks. No, mate, don't get me wrong. I was being ironic. Okay. No worries. You know who I think would be great for us? Anthony as a right wing back. I saw Anthony as a right wing back against Wolves, and he wasn't too bad, to be honest. When we played Wolves, it was Anthony and who was the right winger? Anthony and someone else was on the right, and he wasn't too bad, to be honest. But bro, he wants to move to Betis himself. He loves it there. That Como's coming for him. Other clubs have come in for him, and he said no. So he wants Betis as much as he wants to leave. He's crying, saying, what was he crying saying in the interview? I was stressed out in Manchester or something. Like he was crying and all of that. So it's on him. He wants it himself. Sad about Ghana after watching process for excellent under 18s. Yeah, my man was a prospect, man, but his attitude is mad. He thinks he's Ronaldo right now. Anyone got to take the kids to the Champions League? But been fun. First time I'll drop a sub and hit the bell. Great content. Come on, bro, man. Appreciate it, bro, man. Like I said, it's the Metric community, man. We're all in it together. You get me? Sometimes we have a little. We're never all gonna connect unless we all go out and win a Prem. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless we win the Premier League title or Champions League, everyone's gonna have their doubts, and that's the whole point of this. So it is what it is. Big up yourself. Appreciate it. After the game against Wolves, Anthony gave Ruben the finger and was sent out of the club a few weeks later. Yeah, that's the only game I saw him on the right wing back, and I thought, right, my man looks all right. But that was it. Fergie argued doesn't make any sense in modern football. Other big teams are moving mad. Liverpool, Arsenal, building work class. We will never catch them without regular top five. It's true. Yeah, we feel you, Metch, brother. Come on, broski, man. So yeah, man, that's more or less what's come out, man. It's Ornstein's come out and spoke, but we got to see what's going to happen, man. Garnacho, Fabrizio says 100% here we go. Ornstein is saying they've got to sell first. Who knows? So we'll see what happens with that. This is the latest that came out on Lemons. Nothing ain't come out since. This was the 23rd, mate. We ain't seen anything since. So I don't know, man. It's looking a bit spooky. But boy, hopefully, we ain't heard no, it's stalling or anything, them type of words anyway. So it looks like it's in good hands. Anthony, the last thing he was doing was rejecting everyone, but then the deal looks like it's advancing, but we still don't want to give them a loan. So we don't know. Fulham, blah, blah, blah. They thought they won the game. They've come out like they won the game. I don't know why. And then obviously, Wharton is a dream target for United, but it might not happen because of Eze. And then Ornstein said the same thing, that basically Wharton is admired, but he's admired, him and Hoyman, but we don't know what's going to happen. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's the news for today, man. I think we're going to get a here we go for Hoyland. If we do get a here we go, I'll be back on straight on, don't watch nothing. Apart from that, I'll be back on about 4 or 5. I'll see you lot in a bit. If you ain't liked, make sure you hit the likes, my people. Subscribe if you're new. Everyone have a great day, man.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.